Chat GPT, artificial intelligence, everyone is talking about these terms. So, as a Android developer, how we can utilize the benefit of Chat GPT? At Native Mobile Bits, I am going to show you how you can utilize the benefits of Chat GPT. We are going to learn how we can use Chat GPT to develop Android applications. So welcome to Native Mobile Bits guys, and at Native Mobile Bits I am going to teach you how you can utilize the benefits of Chat GPT to develop scalable Android applications. We will use Chat GPT to do smaller tasks for us inside our Android application development, and we will focus more on scalability and higher level decisions inside our Android application making. And as many of you know that we are developing Android Messenger application like WhatsApp or Telegram, so we are going to develop this application with the help of ChatGPT as well. Consider ChatGPT as a friend for us. It will do our smaller tasks very quickly, and it will speed up our Android application development. And today I am going to show you how we can develop one secure login and sign up flow. So let's start today's video. So guys, this is the current state of our application. Right now we have different modules. You can see this app module, chat, onboarding and central module. This is the onboarding module. So if we click on this next button here, it takes us to the next screen, and then we come to this final onboarding screen, and here we have this get started button. When we click on this, we need to go to the authorization module, and let me show you the app flow. So this is our user flow. Okay, this is the flow chart. So we have completed this onboarding module. Obviously we will be refactoring it and updating it, but now we need to design this authorization module, and inside this we need to have two options. One is for sign in. If user has already one account, they can directly log in and jump inside the application. If user is new to the application, they will come to the sign up option, and then they have two options. Either they can enter email and then fill up the profile, either they can directly enter the number and then we will verify their phone number, and then they will fill up few details. We will also have fingerprint lock screen, so they can just log in with the help of fingerprint. This will be the double safety, and then they can enter the application. Okay, so now for this flow, this sign up and sign in, we need some database. So we need to store the data inside the DB. So for DB purpose, we are going to use Firebase real-time database, and we will store all of our user information related to email, phone number and some details inside the profile in Firebase. Okay, so let's start designing this module, authorization module. Okay, so one more time we are going to create one new module for this authorization. I will just do this quickly, very quickly. We'll use post office dot authorization, and then we will just finish this. We are going to use dependencies from pre-existing modules, so I'm just using these, and our authorization module is created, and inside this I'm going to add the dependency. So many of you are wondering that we are defining the dependencies again and again. Why? So this is the beginning of this project, and these are the dependencies you will need in any module. So if you are using any KTX function, you will need this dependency, right? If you are using any material design or constraint layout in any module, you are going to need these dependency. So this is like very essential dependency list. But once we are going to update these modules as per individual functionality of the modules, you will notice a huge difference. Just stay with me. And now let's close everything. Inside our settings modules, we have this module created. So we'll just use this inside our dependency. We will just define this as I have added, and then inside our build.gradle we are going to define this as well, and then we'll just sync this, and now we are ready to implement our authorization flow. So as we already know that we are going to have sign up with email and phone number both. So first let's use the email option and let's design the screens. Okay, so we'll just minimize this. So first of all we are going to create one resource folder. Okay, or if we don't create also, I will just show you how it will get created for us. So if we create one new activity, it will be one empty activity. Okay, and then this we are going to call as authorization activity. This will be the entry point for this module, and inside this we will use the fragments next. Okay, now this activity will be created, and similarly our layout file is also created here. Okay, so this is the activity and this is the layout. Right now you can see that our layout is empty. Now we need to take help from Chat GPT. So friends, this is the Chat GPT website, chat.openai.com. Here we can ask any question to Chat GPT and it will answer for us. Okay, so we are going to take help of Chat GPT in our Android application development, and I will show you how we can utilize Chat GPT to speed up our development process. Okay, so here we need one login screen first of all. So we are going to tell Chat GPT that, hi, can you please create one login screen layout for me in XML. Okay, so let's see how ChatGPT is going to react. So it's creating one XML file. It's going to use linear layout. Okay, that's great. It's using orientation and everything. So we can see that it's using one image, then using one text. That's great. And then using some edit text for password and username, and one login button. So let me just copy this code and paste inside our layout and show you what ChatGPT created for us. So if we just update the logo here from our application, it has designed one UI screen for us like this. Pretty simple, but still within 1 minute ChatGPT created this layout for us. Okay, this is the layout it has created with the help of this linear layout, and then some image and some text and edit text. Okay, now let's tell ChatGPT, can you enhance this little bit, keep edit text as it is, but enhance the layout. Let's see what it will do. It's saying that yes, I can enhance the layout. Now it's using relative layout. Let's see what creativity it will just update inside our layout. It is using one logo, then again login title. Okay, and using the edit text, username, and so on. So as of now the layout is looking little bit similar, but this time it is using password. Okay, that's fine. And using button, again this is the login button. Okay, so it is telling that this time I have used relative layout and added some margin and everything, right? So let's give some our instruction. So we'll tell I need a layout, basically a login screen with one app logo and welcome text. Then I need to edit text for email and password, and then I need one login button and I need one sign up button as well. So now we have given pretty clear directions that we need one login screen and there should be these kind of things, and we need one button for our sign up button route as well. Like if we click on one button, so we should go to the sign up screen as well, because we are going to design this sign up screen as well. So let's see the layout changes this time. So it's using one welcome text, that's fine, and using some email and password, that is going to be similar. So you are realizing that this is one very efficient thing for us, so that if we want to design this layout we need to write everything ourselves, right? So instead of doing that, we just want to take help from Chat GPT. So we can take whatever we want, we can just update it and customize it according to our needs. So let me just copy this and let's paste this. Okay, so this time we are going to use the logo again. Okay, so this time it's looking little bit clear. Okay, for now in edit text we don't want to use any background. Okay, and for button we are going to use this background, and for sign up let it be like this. Okay, So this is the Chat GPT created layout for us. We have one app logo, we have welcome to app and all of these things. Now we can customize this according to our need. Okay. So let's just update this. So now we need some gradient inside our button, right? So let's tell Chat GPT that can you design one background drawable for me? Can you design one background drawable for me in XML? So now it is designing one background drawable. So it is having one shape, one gradient. Okay. It is telling that angle means from where to where the gradient will be. So we want to update this as some rounded thing. Add some rounded corners as well. So basically we should be knowing that what we want, and then we can tell ChatGPT and it will do quickly those things, right? So now it has added some corner as well, as we just told, right? So now let's take this, come to our project, and inside authorization module, inside resource, let's create one drawable. Okay. Background, rounded background, or say rounded rectangle. Okay, so this is the gradient it has used for us. So we can just give some color from our colors file. So if we just give here color secondary and secondary variant, just for now, start color. Okay, this is almost similar. So let's say primary. So what kind of button it will be? Red and blue. So we don't want to update this. Let's use black, or yes, and primary. So primary as the start color and black as the end color. Okay, this is looking a little bit nice. So if we just come here, we can update this rounded rectangle. Okay, so this is updating our button. So now we can just update this text color to maybe secondary. Okay, and for now let's use white only, black and white theme. Okay, so we can just update this little bit further. We can just change these angles as well. So you can see the color is shifted from here. As our colors are little bit similar, so what we are going to do is we are going to use this lighter color. Okay, so now we can find the difference. This side you can see some lighter color is there. So let me just open the design mode. So right now you can see this is the gradient we are using. Okay, and for this second button we are going to create one design. So we can just go back to the driver, we can just copy this and we can just say rounded transparent rectangle. Okay, and inside this we are not going to use any solid. Okay, and we are not going to use any gradient as well. Okay, so if we ask this Chat GPT also, can you remove gradient and solid? So let's see what it will just do. So it is also creating one shape file. So now only corners are there and its stroke is there. Okay, so we can just take this, we can just add here and we can just add color, maybe black. Okay, and we can just come here and we can just add this rounded transparent rectangle. Okay, so this is our layout. Little bit radius we want to reduce because I don't like this much rounded buttons. So this is going to be our activity. Okay, so we have login, sign up, email and password. Okay, we can also create some shape for these, but that we don't want to use because we are going to update this with text input layout later on. So if we just come inside our onboarding activity, Okay, so when we click on this get started button, if you are familiar already with this, we have here one next button, right? Okay, so right now this is our application. So if we click on this next button, we come to this get started, and when we click here, we want to just go to that login flow. Okay, so what we are going to do here is, we have any click listener? Yes, we have. Or let's say we want to just update this based on the text. So we can just check that if binding dot button next dot get text equal to, and this is the get started, and this we are using from any string, right? Yes, this is the text. So we are going to take this string, that if text is this, so what we are going to do, we are going to start our new screen. So let me just minimize this and create one new function. Function go to authorization flow. Okay, this is the function. We are going to use this using Dagger. In the next video I am going to introduce Dagger as well, so that we create these with the help of route. But for now we are going to create one normal activity intent. We are just going to use this at onboarding activity, and then we are going to use the activity name is authorization module. But for that we need to add that module as a dependency inside this, right? Because you cannot access that right now. So what we can do is, we can just go to the onboarding module, and here we are going to add the next authorization module as well. Okay, so that this module knows about authorization module, so that if we want to go from this module to any activity or any screen in authorization module, we can go here. Okay, so we can use the authorization activity. Now we can just define this, and we can clear this activity from backstack. So for that, what we want to do, we just want to add some flags. Okay, and these flags we can add directly in the intent with the help of intent dot flag clear task or intent dot new task. So basically for now we are clearing with flag, but in the next videos I am going to also introduce some local storage. So we will check that if user has seen this onboarding flow once, and next time if user is coming, so we will not show that onboarding flow, we will directly take user to this authorization flow. Okay, so for now we will use this, and then let's run our application. Okay, we need to add this as well. So now we will check that if our button text is this get started, so we will go to the authorization flow. Okay, our application is started, so we can click on this next button. We came to the second step, we click again, so we came to this final get started, and if we click now, it will take us to this new screen, which is our login flow, right? But this screen is not looking very good, because here we have this toolbar and all, right? So that this is not fitting up inside this screen, but at least we have one flow now. We are going to add animations also, so that we don't see that white screen for a moment there, right? So for now let's update this screen. So we are going to open activity authorization. Okay, this is our screen, but why it's going out of the screen is, this sign up button is there, but we are using relative layout, and we are using these heights and all, and our screen will vary according to the device size. So we need to use constant layout. Let me just quickly use constant layout here. Okay, and we have this app logo. So I will tell you how we can use constant layout as well in one different video, but for now you can just follow along. So we want to add constraint, so we'll just add top to top of parent, and then start to start of parent as well, and to end of parent as well. Actually we could do this with the help of linear layout as well, but then again we can use best thing, and which is constant layout here. Okay, and we are going to just, for now we are going to use minimum height and width here, so that will be 180, and this minimum width as well, this will also be 180 dp. Okay, margin top and all we can remove for now. We can add width, wrap, and height as well. wrap. Okay, now we need to add the same thing inside our text layout as well. So we need to keep this below this logo. So we are going to use top to bottom of. We have the ID for this, right? Yes, we have. You see these image view app logo and all this ID also we can modify, but for now we are going to go ahead with the IDs created by Chat GPT. And start of parent and to end of parent. Okay, and these things we need to keep same inside this as well, and top to bottom of text welcome. Okay, then inside this as well, top to bottom of email. And yes, we are almost done. Password. Yes, we are almost done, guys. And here this is the bottom one, so we can just say bottom to bottom of parent. So this will just go way beyond top to bottom of, and we can just say login button. Okay, we can just give some margin top 40 dp maybe, like this. Okay, so if we can see this on different screens, how we can check that out? So we can go to the design tab, and then we can use different devices here. Okay, so we can choose any device like this, and inside phones we have multiple phones. So these are the different heights and width. So we can just take XX HDPI pixel, and we are going to use this 6 Pro. Okay, and let's say we are going to use this 6P or any other high dimension phone we have right now. Let's say we use 6P itself. Okay, and let's run our program now. So let's see how our application is looking now. This is very simple UI, but we are going to make this more functional. We are going to use phone number login as well, and we will update this pretty soon, but just see how our UI is looking for now. Okay, we click here. Okay, now it is looking fine, and our button, this sign up button, is not looking very good. Why it's coming this different background? Let me just check. Alright, so let's use app compact. Sometime that background button thing does not work with normal buttons. You see, now with the help of app compact button it's coming perfectly, right? We are going to use the same transparent rectangle. This is fine, black color. And yeah, now let's run our application. Yes, so you can see our layout is looking like this, and we have this. If we click on this, we are exploring it, and then we can just minimize this. So this is the login screen, but we can update this title and all. So we can just come here, and let me open a split mode for a second. Inside this welcome to my app, we are going to define a welcome string. Okay, and we are going to write welcome to post office. Okay, we are going to use welcome here. Fine, we can update this text color as well as primary. Okay, and the same color I am going to use inside this button as well, in place of this black. Okay, these colors are looking very nice. So what we can do is we can just go back to onboarding screen as well, and let's update this color, right? Let's update this button as well. So we are going to use app compact button here as well, and for background we are going to use transparent one. Okay, but this is not looking fine, so we can just take this and we can create light BG. Okay, so we are just going to use solid as white, and we are going to remove the gradient. Okay, Yeah, so now it's fine. We are going to just add the gravity as center. That's fine. But now if we click here next, this one, this get started thing. So we are going to set that in code itself, because in code itself we are just changing the color, right? So we can just come here, this set background. Okay, so instead of color we can just set get driver, and we can just pass the driver here. Okay, and that is rounded rectangle. Okay, and then inside this we have the color, text color white. Yes, that will work. Now let's see our application once again. We have made the changes in the onboarding flow as well. Okay, so now you can see this button is also looking pretty. And then we go next, this get started button is here, and in this button we cannot see the right side, right? So do you think that we should just keep this as white? But maybe we will change the images later. For now, let's go ahead. So this is login screen, and now we need one sign up flow as well. So let's just go back. Okay, now what we are going to do here is we are going to keep everything in fragments. Okay, so let's say we create one fragment here, blank, and we call it as login fragment. Okay, now we are going to refactor our code using fragment, because now everything will be in route. So in next videos we are also going to use dependency injection for this navigation thing. So we are segregating the code in fragments. Okay, let me quickly do that for you. For now, let's remove everything. We have the layout, right? So we can define the layout here, activity authorization, like this. But for now we are going to use this layout thing inside one new layout which login fragment has, fragment login. Inside this we are going to take the code from activity authorization, this one. Let's add it here. Okay, this is the first screen. Why it's looking so low? So let's say we add minimum height 48 dp. Okay, now it will be fine. We can set gravity center. Same thing for here as well. These things we can extract in a string, this login as well. Okay, now password also we can extract in a string, email as well. Yeah, now it's fine. So now we have this code in our fragment login. Okay, so inside activity authorization we are going to have one fragment container. So we are going to remove this code from here. Okay, so now here we are going to handle everything with proper navigation components. Okay, so we'll use that in our next video. We are going to implement here navigation and everything with the help of dependency injection. But for now we have one fragment, login fragment, and this we can just use here, fragment login. So do you know that you use this method, right, on create view in fragment, and then you specify the layout here. So the same thing will work if you specify the layout directly in the fragment constructor as well. In the next videos I will show you how we implement this navigation part with these fragments, but for now we are going to create one more fragment, that will be our sign up fragment. Okay, and this sign up fragment will also have one layout. Okay, now this sign up fragment as of now is empty. Okay, now if we click on this sign up button we will come to this fragment. So now let's go back to Chat GPT and take some sign up screen, create a sign up screen for me in Android XML. Okay, let's see. And did you notice that every screen Chat GPT is either creating in linear layout or relative layout? Chat GPT is only having access to the data before September 2021, right? before September 2021. So after that, lots of things came, but ChatGPT, as they are saying that has access to the data before that date, that's why it is just using linear layout and all, but it is going to be super helpful for us because all of these basic things we can just take while doing the application development, and then we can customize these things, right? So now let's see what it has created for us. Okay, so this is pretty simple. Again, enter your email, enter your password, welcome to my app again. So let's say we use logo. So now basically we also want to convert this linear layout to constant layout. So we can just go to design, and here inside component tree we have one option, convert linear layout to constant layout. Alright, so we can just use this option for now. Okay, we are going to use the same margin here as well. Okay, and we are going to add some more margin here. Let's say we make it as 24 dp, and we are adding it like we are adding one new text. Already have account. So we was having that text from Chat GPT, right? So let's use the same text, login. So that text will be here. Yes, this is fine. Or let's say we make this button background as null. Okay, but this will be one button, so padding and all will be there, so we can just increase the text size. Okay, let's make it as 24 sp. This is too much, so let's make it as 16 sp. Okay, and let's make this as primary. Yeah, this is primary. Already have an account, login. Yes, so we have padding as well. Okay, we have this much minimum height, so it will be clickable. We can make foreground Android selectable item background, and inside this as well. In next videos we are also going to create some layout styles for all of these views, so it's fine. So now we have two screens. This is our login screen and this is our sign up screen. So we can also add one more field here. I think we can just take name. Okay, this will be fine if we just take name as well. Yes, so this is the first screen. Then we have email, so this will be below et name. Okay, so now this is our sign up screen and that is our login screen. We can reduce this size now. I think let's make it 100 dp. Yes, and this we can just take little bit down here, margin top. Let's make it 18 dp, and we need to remove this. We can just take this horizontal margin. Okay, enter your name. And then we can use here name. Okay, we can use this style for now. Okay, so this is our login screen. Let's add this same font family here as well. We can just increase the text size little bit and let's make it as 16 sp. Here as well. Okay, so now we have these two screen. This is our login screen, and when we click on this sign up button, we are going to redirect to this screen. This is our sign up screen. Okay, so now we have little bit of flow of this authorization module. In our next video, we are going to integrate Firebase and we are going to introduce the DI as well. With the help of DI, what we are going to do is we will create one navigation module with the help of navigation component. So you will see that we can just inject any route in any module and then we will be able to go to the screens from that route. Okay, so guys, that's it for today's video. And now we have some screens, we have some login and registration screen. In the next videos you are going to see more interesting things. You will see that how we can integrate these application screens with the help of some database, and how we can use dependency injection to integrate route inside these application screens. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video.